Mirto, this is such an honor. It came as quite a surprise to me and Anil when we heard about the award. We were just so thrilled to get through the program. You guys are not easy taskmasters, but it was all so fantastic and we learned a ton, and we're just so happy to be in this position. So thanks again to Mike, Adele, Mirto, the whole team. I mean, it's just such incredible support that you get in VC Lab. And then I also wanted to thank the working group. I mean, our Cohort 13 was so impressive. And again, that's why Anil and I feel a bit funny about getting this award, because we met so many amazing people. We got such great feedback. And I have to say, that's one of the best parts of the program, is you get to spend time with your working group, and those people are there to help you and you're there to help them. And I have to say, in refining our thesis, that's really where it hit home, and we took the advice and it really was super helpful. So thanks so much for that. I think just kind of coming into this space, it was something I never dreamed I would do. I always sat on the other side of the table from venture capitalists and certainly saw all types of behavior over the years. And so when I saw and we heard about VC Lab, we actually found out about it through a friend of mine who was in Cohort 12. And what he told me was that if it hadn't been for VC Lab, he wouldn't have a fund. He was very strong about that. And he's not an easy person to impress, I will say. So when we found out about VC Lab and looked into it, the first thing that Anil and I really appreciated was the fact that the Mensarius Oath was right up front, and that it was so important to VC Lab that they were going to be teaching people how to be ethical VCs and have the right standards and really stand up the industry in a way that it should be done. And so we were full in agreement with that. That was something that my partner Anil and I felt very strongly about after having seen what goes on in venture capital, that we wanted to be working in a way that we were good to founders. We understand the situation they're in. We know how hard it is to do a startup. And so we felt a lot of that empathy for them. And we just see that coming through loud and clear at VC Lab as well. So we're super excited about what's happening in AI in the bioeconomy. And it's just a field that we saw really exploding last summer. And so it was really great to hear the guys at VC Lab talking about what a great time it was to invest, because we couldn't agree more. This is such an interesting time in the industry. The former president of Stanford just launched a new company, and it's all about how AI is going to transform drug development. So I think we're on the cusp of some really interesting times. But again, just thank you to VC Lab and to the whole team, and we could not be more excited. Thanks so much.